he also says, we've seen President Obama give an award to his vice president. So this was Biden at the time he received the Presidential Medal of Freedom, which is the highest civilian honor you could get. I think Biden got all weepy about it. He gave him some kind of medal, and it reminded me of the members of the Politburo of the Communist Party of the Soviet Union. They gave orders and stars and medals to one another. So back then I understood that the administration had run out of time for any serious decisions. That's true. Like this is the same time the president gave an award to Ellen DeGeneres. So now let's talk about some US foreign policy in general. So Putin responds to Stone, I know that you are very critical of the American government in many dimensions. I do not always share your point of view. Despite the fact that, with regard to the American leadership, we do not always have the relationship we would like to have with them. Sometimes decisions have to be taken which are not entirely approved of in some parts of society, but it's better to make some decisions than make none. You know, I think it's erroneous and wrong to impose on other nations and peoples one's own standards and models. I'm referring in particular to democracy. Democracy cannot be imported from outside, it can only be born within society, and society should be helped to follow this path. But trying to impose it by force from outside is senseless, it's counterproductive, it's damaging. And as to the use of force, including ground force, sometimes it is necessary. Certainly it's better if it's done at the invitation of the governments concerned or in accordance with international law, and based on a decision by the UN Security Council. And this is a strategy that Putin has pursued for some time, which is combating the narrative of the US as the sole power, the unipolar world, by resorting to international law, which the US accepts when it wants and disregards when it wants. And we saw that with the ICJ ruling against Israel, flouting the not just not accepting the ICJ ruling, not just threatening sanctions, but inviting a war criminal to come address Congress. That's how the U.S. views international law.